What's up guys, it's Ed back again from TechSource and welcome to Setup Wars episode 11, where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel and a chance to win a prize. I host them every Monday and you guys get to vote on the best desk setup. If you guys are new to the series and want to submit yours, make sure to watch the video link down below for the instructions and requirements. So without further ado, let the Setup Wars begin. This episode of Setup Wars is brought to you by G2A. Never pay full price for a game ever again. G2A offers the best deals on CD keys for practically any platform. Click on the link below to see for yourself. So with that said, the 5 chosen contestants for this week are AJ, Amie, Liam, Premonition, and Ryan. Congrats for making it to this week of Setup Wars. By the way, all of the products I mentioned in this video will be linked down below, as well as any product I recommend in this episode. It will have its special section down below as well. So starting off the episode is AJ and his dual monitor setup from Dell. I'm so glad you have 2 of the same monitors. Finally off to a great start. On the desk, we have the Rapu keyboard along with the S-Action mouse on top of the Satechi desk mat. I'm really digging your white theme, and you even have the white Satechi airbase speakers and a Galaxy Tab S 10.4 with the Tab S keyboard. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you are a Samsung fan, and I'm actually surprised I don't see a Galaxy S6 phone on that wireless charging pad of yours. Wire management is pretty good. I mean, you tied the cables together using some zip ties, which is cool, but you kind of forgot to cut the long extra pieces. And yes, I do notice these things, it's a curse. I also like the long white custom-made monitor riser you have underneath the monitors. It really cleans up the overall desk. This is one of the reasons why I recommend these in the first place if you have stuff on the desk. I mean, this is a prime example of how you can keep stuff under it to organize your desk. Job well done, AJ. The only thing I would recommend, simply because I don't see it anywhere, is perhaps a pair of headphones since you have a productivity type setup. I did leave some links down below to a couple of really great pair of headphones in white that I think you would like. But other than that, thank you AJ for entering Setup Wars. Next up is Amie, and it looks like we have ourselves a game room. Just because it's called Setup Wars, it doesn't mean you can't show off your game room as well. I don't know what it is about orange walls, but this is the second one that I've seen in Setup Wars. But anyways, it looks like a really chill place to hang out and game. So on the desk, we have 2 24-inch LG monitors, a CM Storm Devastator keyboard and mouse combo, and a PlayStation wireless headset hanging from the side. Great job on wire management. I can see that you routed them along the legs of the desk and behind the stands. I was going to question why there was a random horse and cactus upside down on the ceiling, but then I saw the picture and then suddenly everything made sense. Now this is just a personal preference, but I hate pull-out trays for keyboards. Not only does it force you to sit further away from the monitors, but it's very inconvenient to type on or game on since there is barely any room, and by the looks of it, it seems pretty cramped. So I would recommend moving the keyboard to the top of the desk along with the mouse, but if you're used to that setup, then it's all good. Another thing I noticed are those booklets and papers you have on the right side of your desk, and it's just kind of sitting there. So maybe a wooden tray would help organize some of that stuff, and it goes well with your table. I was also going to recommend moving the toys and your pet rock off the top shelf so that doesn't distract you, but I'm starting to nitpick a lot, so I will leave it at that. I'm not going to even recommend a headphone hanger because I think I said too much about this setup. But anyways, awesome game room. Amie, thank you so much for entering Setup Wars. Liam is next up with his dual 24-inch monitor setup. One from Dell and the other from Asus. Why are you doing this to me? Also on the desk, we have another Cooler Master CM Storm Devastator keyboard and mouse bundle, along with the Logitech Z506 speakers. I can't help but notice that red boom arm you have there, and in fact, as soon as I opened up your files and saw that, I went ahead and bought one for myself, so thank you so much for that. You also went with the Audio Technica M50 Red Edition and even have the red LEDs in the back. I think you purposely entered Setup Wars to make me jealous. I wish the M50Xs came in red as well. I would easily buy that in a heartbeat since I'm too afraid to paint mine. Cable management is actually pretty good. I see that you attached an outlet on the roof of your desk, kind of like how I did with mine, and you even have an Omni mount system through some of your cables. Now I would recommend getting at least one more to cover up that bundle of cables connecting to your subwoofer though. So you have a bunch of stuff on your desk. I do applaud you for getting a headphone hanger, but those speakers are taking up a lot of space on your desk. It's one of the reasons I stay away from wired speakers and go wireless. Now if you must have wired speakers, that's fine, but in case you are looking to go wireless, I will leave a link to the pair of speakers I have been using the past few months that I keep getting asked about. They pair together to give you a surround sound theater experience. They are loud, they are awesome, and I would recommend them to anyone for gaming and especially for watching movies. Other than that, and perhaps getting a larger mouse pad, I'd say that you have a very sick black and red setup. Thank you, Liam, for entering Setup Wars. Next up is Premonition with his single 29-inch wide AOC monitor. On the desk, we have the Logitech G110 keyboard and a Vengeance M65 mouse from Corsair on a Razer mouse pad. Talk about diversity. Also on the desk, we have some Logitech HD C525 speakers and some crazy looking robot arms that's holding up your smartphone. I'm going to ignore the fact that you have a BlackBerry since this is a video based on setups, but if this was Smartphone Wars, I would have booted you out immediately. I'm just kidding, I don't have any beef with BlackBerry users. No, but seriously, why are you still using a BlackBerry? Cable management is immaculate, and I'm digging the PC you have over there. An FX 8350 paired with two GTX 970 Strix Edition inside the awesome Define R5 case from Fractal. I like the fact that you put the controllers on the bottom instead of on top of the desk. And well, normally I would suggest not putting other miscellaneous items like the car replica on the desk. It is your setup and you can do whatever you want to it. You managed to keep it very organized and clean, and for that I will award you a point. The only thing I would recommend is perhaps a monitor riser so that you have a place for the charger that's on the far left of your desk. You'll also have a place for that car replica and the speaker controller as well, and it just keeps everything nicely tucked away and really cleans up your desk. Other than that, you have a really awesome setup. Thank you, Premonition, for entering Setup Wars. Last but not least, we have Josh. So this isn't a desk setup, instead it's a console setup. We have a 47-inch LG Smart TV hooked up to your Xbox One and Xbox 360 as well. On the stand, we have a Beats Pill speaker, some Skullcandy headphones, and an iPad mini. Definitely looks like a really chill place to relax and get some gaming on, and I can only imagine how comfortable that couch looks. I hope you're not gaming on those Skullcandy headphones. If you are, then I left a few options of wired gaming headsets that you can connect to your Xbox controller, and the quality is a lot better, so definitely check them out when you have a chance. Also, if you're going to keep the controllers on a stand like that, then it will not only look a lot better on controller stands, but you can also charge them at the same time, and I left a few options down below for you. Other than that, you have a really chill gaming setup, Josh. Thank you for entering Setup Wars. So that's it for this week's episode of Setup Wars. Voting begins now, so make sure you guys drop a comment down below and vote on who has the best desk setup. As always, the voting ends this Saturday, and I'll announce the winner on Sunday on my Twitter and Instagram account, so make sure you guys are following me there for all of the announcements, sneak peeks, behind the scenes, and a bunch of cool stuff. Anyways, thanks again for watching. If you guys enjoyed Setup Wars and want me to continue doing them every week, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button to show your support. And that's basically it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.